you doing this fine Friday evening? Welcome to Muppin Sewing Emporium. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, and that means it is time for Friday Night Live. How are you doing? I hope you are wonderfully well. I am also well, just double checking that we've got sound. If you're out there, say hello, welcome. I'm gonna make sure that my video is not going to move. If I move, nope. Oh, I don't want you to move. Okay, so we're gonna just make sure it stops. Okay, so whenever I give that like high five sign, the AI in my camera decides to do stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't want you to move. Hi, hello. Laurel, how are you doing tonight? Is it still hot down in Texas? We have had terrible weather all week long. Nothing but rain and nastiness. And I don't like it. No, ma'am, whatsoever. Do not like it. Tonight, we have all kinds of fun things to show you. It being Friday, and also, hey, Tracy, how are you? As a matter of fact, look what we have here. We have them. Yes. So, if you're not familiar with the original nightshade fabrics, they were from like 2012, 2013, and they had skulls all through them. And a lot of people really, that's when people started to associate Tula Pink with the skulls. And I always thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, like, so we're going to show them tonight, the different fabrics in her collection. But yes, I love them so much. Laurel, nothing but triple digits. I don't think I could do it. And I know that you have had issues with your air conditioning, and I am so sorry. Girl, I am not built for that weather. So I get it. It has been raining here in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky, and we have had a lot of rain in a short amount of time. Now, the town of Mayfield, Kentucky, is about 20 miles south of us. And they had a terrible tornado, and they also had major flooding with this last amount of rain. So Mayfield, Kentucky, unfortunately, has gotten way too much rain and awfulness. And we are definitely thinking about everyone down there in Mayfield. So it's going to be, we're gonna show off the latest collection from my friend Tula Pink. These are the 7 prints in the collection. There is an 8th fabric in the collection. These 7 we have bundled, and these are right now available on our website. We have them in fat quarter bundles, and we have them in half yards and yards, if you like. The thing about them that I will say is there is an 8th fabric, and it has cameos of the witches, and those prints are about 12 or so inches tall, and it's way too big of a piece to show here, but we have an image of it on our website in our shop, so you should go check that out. So we've got these fabrics. Just get my little camera set up here. Whee! Okay. Now I have to say that I've had nothing but trouble with this camera mount, and partially because I broke the other one, and this is the spare, and so the spare is not happy with me. So we're just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so this is the half yard bundle. I figured I would show you these first, so that you got a good sense of the fabric glitter from other fabrics is free. So, all right, so here's the first fabric, and it is called Apothecary. And oops, all upside down here. As you can see, lovely little apothecary jars. Some are pretty, some are very Harry Potter like, some are have a little spookiness going on. How can you resist? Look at that. And then, they go on into other colors. If some of these colors look familiar, that is because she's pulled from the main collection of Nightshade. The first collection of Nightshade came out in 2012, 2013, and this is a reissue in a new colorway. Okay, so this is not to replace your other stuff. Yes, these are perfect for EPP. They are a great size. And I will also say that our skull shape is mighty perfect in there. I'm just saying. So our skull EPPs, you will see a project forthcoming out of this one for sure. So that is the apothecary jars. It's kind of got like a pinky lavender background. Okay. It is more lavender than pink. So this is pretty accurate, but your screens are going to vary. Okay. So here's the next one, and this is essentially the cameos, but in a miniature form. Okay, so these are the three witches, the coven. This print is called Mini Coven, and as you can see, this is a miniature version of the big face cameos that is another print in this collection. Yes, there are hidden skulls and hidden spider webs and little hidden moons and stars and stuff like that. So really, if you love the witches from the first collection of Deja or Nightshade, you're gonna love these. And I know I love them, right? And so I will also say that a lot of the neons kind of coordinate with these as well. So if you're interested, if you have Everglow, the neons, they do go with this as well. Now there is sort of like that background is not black. It's a raisiny, purpley brown color. And again, this is that shade of like lavender pink. Okay, so that's the witch cameo. This is the mini cameos. Now I want to just point out that the one thing that Tula Pink is always very good at, and that is this incredible detail and line work. Okay, so one of the reasons that she is as popular as she is that amount of line work and detail that does come, you know, and actually show up on the fabric. So this is beautiful. And I'm really, really excited about it. Okay. So that's that one. Here is that background without the cameos, although it's not quite, okay, it's got a little bit more color, but also some color removed. And so I love this. This is a great, great floral. And I just want to point out once again the little spider webs. There's miniature skull and crossbones in here, little lightning bolts, and there's like the little moon and star. So beautiful. This also will EPP. Like, this is a super usable fabric, right? It does play nice with that a lot. Yes. And again, that background is not black. It's that raisiny purpley brown. And she called it raisin in one of her videos, and so that's what I've been calling it. Now, Tula herself has a very special affinity for this fabric. This is the Storm Clouds, and this was once again one of those where she got a lot of that original amount of detail. This has so, like, just the colors in this and the depth is hard to convey in the picture, okay, or in the video. But you get the lines here. It almost looks like you know, like hair, cartoon hair, okay? And then you have the lightning bolts and just all the little star fields and the little speckles, okay? Just really, really cool. Storm clouds. And then, I mean, I am never gonna not love all of these selvages. Okay, so this is Nightshade Deja Vu, and the deja vu part comes from the fact that she has issued this line before. These are just 8 prints and then and done. And so this beauteous fabric here, this is the half yard stack that we're going through. Now this one, a lot of people love these. It's got a very clockwork sort of what do you want to call it, steampunk feel to it. I'm going to flip the bird around so you can see the full repeat of the bird. So this one is called Raven Lace, and this is a black. Okay, this is not the you know, Marion, I did EPP with that design long ago. It turned out beautiful. I am sure so many people have the original Nightshade in their collections. And this idea is that these are reissued and then just in this one colorway. So it will go with your old line, you know, any that you might still have. And trust me when I tell you, people collect Tula Pink. It's a huge deal. So she didn't want to take away from the collectors, and what she did was she just added to it. So this purple is pretty intense. This is a pretty intense purple. It's really nice. And again, just the line work, the detail. If it's Halloween fabric, it should be orange. Yeah, no. And that was part of the issue with this line in the first place. She even says this on her social media accounts, but you know, when this line first came out in 2012, 2013, it was listed as a Halloween line. And so because it didn't have orange and it didn't have yellow and it didn't have those traditional Halloween colors, a lot of people passed it up, but it ended up being her most sought after and by and large one of her most collectible lines after that. So this again, Raven lace is one of the fabrics in the collection. Pretty excited about these, I gotta say. And you know, I was not sure if I was gonna bring these in. I was even thinking like maybe I don't, you know. Now I'm glad I did. Okay, so here is, well, it's called fishnets. Probably making your screen feel a little wonky. It makes my eyes wonky looking at it. So I can only imagine using it in small doses, you know, because looking at a lot of it, our eyes just go woo, you know, like we were having trouble looking at this when we were cutting it. Even Charlie was like, I can't look at that, it's like making my eyes weird. And I said, yeah, this is a tough one to look at. But it is a very cool fabric. It's called fishnet, and the actual fish netting is um the color, and then the blue, or this raisiny color is, and she called it raisin, um and so that's what I'm calling it. Make an entire suit out of it. Can you imagine? You're like, yeah, Trudy, they are on back order. I do not know when they are coming back in. If I had an answer for you, I would let you know. I am so sorry. So yeah, if you made a whole suit out of this, I think our eyeballs would just, yeah, I would cry. That's a hard one. That one was hard for us to look at. It's great in small doses. Okay. Now I have to say, to me, this, and I probably would say the witches, the cameos, and the apothecary jars. I think like these, if I had a favorite, I'm not supposed to have favorites, right? Um, but this has got to be one of my favorites. Just the colors are spectacular. And you know, again, you've got the mini skulls, you've got lightning bolts, you've got spider webs, you've got, you know, I mean, it's full of um yummy yummy things. It is this print sort of blown up and colorized, and so just amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. And it's just wild. I do love these. They're so fun. These are in our shop right now, shop.muppin.com, and you will want to look for the Tula Pink Nightshade, and these are the half yards, and the half yards are 48 and 30 cents. And so these colors, uh they're kind of pink. So you're getting your pink for Barbie Day here today. All right. So you're getting your pink on for Barbie. Today is the release of Barbie in movie theaters. I don't know if you're going to go see it. Their marketing is definitely cool. All right. And so that is the Tula Pink Nightshade. Pretty excited to have this in the shop. And you know, we are very flush with awesome Halloween fabrics, and I really think you should go check out what we've got. All right, so this is, like I said, I'm pretty excited about it. I think you will be too. All right. The other things that's happening is our heirloom sewing technique of the month box. Am I going to do some Barbie cosplay? No. Only because I don't have time to make a Barbie cosplay right now. I guess if I would have thought about it like 6 months ago, maybe. But I can't. I don't have time for that right this second. It's so busy. So yeah. But I do have a cosplay that I am working on in secret. So that's coming. All right. This is the heirloom sewing box of the month. This is what comes in it. I know it. Okay, this does not look like a ton, but it is a ton. Okay, because what comes in this package here, this is a pattern for a silk velvet strawberry pincushion, and it makes this pattern makes yeah, it's, I wouldn't say it's not edgy enough. There's some pretty funny nods in the Barbie lexicon that would be totally edgy. But I am a little underwater on the shop front side. So what does this kit, this is a kit that you're going to get for this month's heirloom sewing technique of the month box. There's only one more week to get your order in for this particular heirloom box. Let me talk about what comes in this, okay? So as you can see, it makes this amazing strawberry, okay? This is the pattern and instructions, and I won't reveal the whole thing, so you know, there you go. But here's what comes in the kit, and this is really cool. You get the hand-dyed silk velvet, and I wish that there was like petting fabric through the computer, okay? Because this is pretty yummy silk velvet, and it's been hand dyed, and there are a couple color variations that you could get. You could get these red strawberries, or you could get like a pinky, like one with a little more pink overcast to it. In addition to the velvet, and you're getting enough to make 4 strawberries. Okay, you get this hand-dyed silk cording to make the loops at the top, and you get 2 pieces of silk ribbon that's been hand-dyed, and this is to make the little ruffles that go around the top. Okay, and then you also get the all the little seed beads that have the like silvering on the interior, so they're real sparkly. And you get the ribbon flowers to put at the very tippy top. And so your kit comes with all of this and our very own black emery powder, so that you can fill at least 1, if not 2, of your strawberries with emery powder. And I have to say, like, this thing is hefty. This is like almost a half a pound. And it comes in this nice glass bottle. And yeah, I won't open it because then it's going to get everywhere. So you've got your emery powder that will fill your strawberries. And that emery powder, if you're not familiar with the history of the sowing strawberry, it is usually filled with some kind of abrasive material. Sometimes it's steel wool, sometimes it's emery powder. Some people even just use plain sand. But if you use emery powder, what it's got an abrasiveness scale, and you're supposed to poke your pins into your emery in order to keep the tips sharp, and also to keep your needles from having any burrs on them or having any I'm thinking of rust. I'm like, what's the word? I could not put my head around the word. So this is the kit, comes with everything that you see here, okay, including the emery powder, $25. And we have one more week to order this, and it's in the heirloom section of our shop. So if you're interested in this heirloom sewing kit, and that's going to be the only way to get this, is to get it in our heirloom sewing box. Like I said, this one has been on my list of wanting to make and have this as a project for a really long time. I have this kit in my own collection, and it was one of those where I was so excited to call the company and say, hey, do you still offer this kit? And they said, yes, we do. And so we have it as our heirloom sewing technique of the month box. And it does come with the emery powder. So, you know, you're going to be able to fill your emery strawberry with emery powder, and you can put like regular stuffing in it if you don't want to put the emery powder in it. So you can use the stuffing, and then you can use a little bit of emery powder like in the front, and then you can stuff regular stuffing in the back and close it shut. So but I have to tell you, like, this is just some of the yummiest silk you will ever pet in your entire life. This is so pretty, hand dyed. Okay, so it's dyed striations and things like this. I should have a class and teach us how to do it. I could, but then I'd have to have some for everybody. And right now the inventory is being held for you in the heirloom sewing box groups. So, but these heirloom sewing boxes, we've been doing them for a couple of years now. We do one a month. They always kind of focus on a new thing, a new technique, or a new sort of heirloom thing. And this one being the strawberry and the little emery strawberry. So I just think this kit's got a ton to have fun with, a ton to learn, and I literally you just need a needle and thread and you are ready to go, because it comes with all the ribbons, it comes with the velvet, and it comes with all the accessories. All your embellishments are included. You really just can't go wrong with this little box. And it does come with the emery powder, and trust me, this is this here, I know I'm going to pay for it in the shipping. So, but of course, our emery powder is black, and like our hearts and our souls. So we've got a lot of fun going on with this one. So if you have not heard of Hannah Silk, they are a company out of California, and they exclusively dye silks. They don't dye cottons. They don't do anything with cotton. They only dye silk. And I mean, this is just, it's silk velvet. It's not that cheap polyester stuff. It's amazing. So you're going to really love this box. I know I love this box. I can't wait for you guys to jump in on this one. I really do. This was, yeah. Trudy, I do not have the pink thimbles back in yet, and I don't know when they're coming in, and I will let you know when they're coming in. They are on back order, so I don't know when they're coming back in. Okay. So our next one, I'm excited about this one too. So this is a panel, and we just got this whole collection in, and this is called Forest Whispers. And this panel it's very much a fall / Halloween combo. And these panels, I want to say they are nearly 18 inches. No, they are 14-ish, 15 inch, 14 and a half by 11 and a half. Okay, so that's the size. So on the panel, you get a raven and owls, the moon with a little spider, the howling wolf, which I have to say, the howling wolf is like, we don't get a lot of fall wolf stuff. Like the wolf panel, I got more though. Okay, there is a little kind of like creepy but cute spider, the raven in the skull, which I have to say, I think that one's my favorite. The raven and the skull with the mushrooms growing out of the eyes. I mean, I'm just sorry, that one's just really cool. And then there is a wolf head and another skull that has the two flowers coming out of the eyes, and I'm like in love with that one too. Okay, so I love the wolf. I agree. He is so cool. Mary says, I just gasped. It's gorgeous. This is got to be one of the best new Halloween panel collections. And one of the things that I needs it. This has got to be one of the most common things in the fabrics that I have seen all Halloween long. And that is this like type of a flower with the skull in the center. Don't ask me. I don't know. It is literally in every collection that we have. It is very cute. And this panel is super affordable. It is $9.50. No, 13. Sorry, Charlie. $13. So this is a really great one. And Beverly, why yes, there are. Speak of the devil. And he appears. Right? So It is a great price, and the panel sections are big. You can make buntings out of them. You can make banners out of them. You can individually quilt them. You can do so much with that collection, with that panel. There's that one panel. I'll get to these. These are the fabrics. This is from a newer company called Dashwood Studios. We have imported these. These had to be imported. And so they're a really, really great collection. I don't talk about this very much, but in the world of fabric, there's a million companies and a lot of really small ones. And when you go to some of the bigger quilt shops, even here in Paducah, you don't see a lot of these smaller companies. And that's why I want to focus on the stuff that you can't normally get. So, yes, Mary, I know. I know. So, here are the owls, and they do have a little bit of like spider webs going on, but you could still use this for the fall. This is kind of like a black background, almost like a black with like a tint of like a little hint of gray. Like it's like almost like a black gray background. So this one with the owls, super, super cute. You've got the one with his little closed eyes. They're just adorable. So this one is the owls. I know. They're just great. And then you have you can't pass. I can't pass up a good skull. So here we are with some kind of multi skulls. These are my kind of skulls because they don't have the lower jaw. And if you know me and you know that what I've talked about skulls in art, in fine art, in high fine art. The skull with the lower jaw usually is the memento mori. It is the skull that is representative of I was here, please remember me. And it's also memento mori means remember you will die. It is the remember to live your life to the fullest. And so again, most people don't think about that skull imagery, but that skull without the lower jaw is usually the memento mori skull. So I was pretty happy to see this. Lots of pink and red and that burnt orange in this. So pretty cool fabric. Now, not a lot of people are going to be a fan of this one, but it is a cute fabric that does go with the collection, and in small bits, you probably aren't as creeped out by it, but it is a bunch of like, yeah, it is. Now this one has a lot of blue in the background. So this is kind of like that navy blue color, but I won't torture you with that one for very long. Here is one of my favorites in this collection, and that's the wolf fabric. Here's a bigger section of it. Just amazing. That dark blue background, the trees, there's a lot of detail in here. Beautiful sprays. I'm not a fan of spiders in my house, but I would invite those. They do have a little they're like party spiders, they got their finery on. And so again, I want to just say we don't see a lot of wolf fabric outside of Arctic winter fabrics. So this is a great bridge to, you could use this for fall or you could use this for winter. And so I just really, really love this fabric. the howling wolves with the little rosy cheeks. It's just too cute. So I love the wolves. The wolves have got to be one of my favorites in this collection. So, and then there was the fabric that made me buy the whole thing. And I don't normally do that, but this one I was like, oh yeah, I gotta have that. So he is on a pumpkin on here, okay. But here's what drew me. But yeah, ooh. So I think it was not just the ravens and the pumpkins, and of course the memento mori skull, but it's the little bell flowers that are the ghosts. And when they had the bell flowers with the ghosts, I was like, I'm out. Oh, yep, placing that order. Charlie just looked at me. He's like, really? And I'm like, yes. I know. I know. The ghost lily of the valley. That's it. That's what it is. Yeah. Charlotte says, I love that collection, but would need some ideas on what to do with it. Yeah. So, what's really great is these, you can turn these into patches. They're great as individual patches. They also are great as borders to the panel. So if you get the panel, right, you can see that these would make fantastic borders. You've got, where's the wolf on here? I do love this raven with the little like sprig that makes it look like a crown. This was such a great collection. I'm just telling you. Okay, so here's the wolf, right? And so you have these that can come in and be borders. You can also think of these as patches. You can do these right. These would be fantastic as skulls done with our skull English paper pieces. They would also be really great in any of your existing patchwork. Like, just pull out a bunch of easy patchwork patterns, 9 patches, put these with a cool, like, black or this, or find a maroon, or not a maroon, although you could find a maroon. There's maroon in there. This burnt orange, and you can just, this would be so pretty. But for a Halloween collection, this is an unusual and different collection, and I just love it. They really did a good job with this line, and it is imported in from Canada. And so these are the companion fabrics. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and the panel. And you can find these all in our shop. This collection is called Forest Whispers, and this is $35 for the half yards. These are half yards, but we do have them as fat quarters as well. And if you come into the store, we have yardage, or contact me and I will talk to you about some yardage as well. But don't forget the panel. The panel's 13. Max was pretty happy with this one. He liked this one the best. Although I will say, all of our Halloween fabrics are now in. I know I'm waiting for one more. I think I'm waiting for one more. I don't think I'm getting any more, but I am pretty sure I'm waiting for one more. Which is fine. Because I can sell Halloween all the time. But this collection I was pretty excited to get in and carry, and yeah. So there are 5 half yards in the bundle. You're going to want to look for that under the fabric tab. It should be there. And so, and I have one more little surprise for you. Next week, starting on Monday, is Christmas in July for our shop, both in person and online. And every order is going to get a free pattern to make these little Christmas trees. So you are going to want to place your order on Monday because you will be able to order and get a pattern for these Christmas trees. Now, if you've never seen a Christmas tree like these, they are patterns that are very old. Like, these have been around for like decades. And so the pattern we have drafted, we've written in directions, and we teach you how to make it. It takes 3 fat quarters to make 1 tree, and you will need some stuffing, but they're so easy to make on your sewing machine. They could not be easier. Everyone who comes in next week and places an order on our website or comes into our shop from the 24th to the 29th is going to get a free pattern that teaches you how to make these little trees. And I love them. They're amazing. I made them out of the neon Tula pink. Just show you that you do not need to make them out of Christmas fabric. You can make them out of any fabrics that you want. So it's I need the Christmas tree. It's probably the only one I'll have. You can decorate it. You can put Christmas bubbles on it. Jerry wants to make the tree with Halloween fabric. I could put a skull on top wearing a Santa hat. I could do that. We actually have some new we have more Halloween stuff coming. I do know of at least one more Halloween thing coming, but it looks like most of our Halloween stuff is here. But next week is Christmas in July here in our shop, and that means you will get a free tree pattern with every purchase, and we will have bundles of 3 fat quarters on special so that you can make little trees. And then if you want to make the Tula pink ones, these like crazy neon, like that is a heck of a neon tree, right? You will be, I just dumped, it went flying on the floor. So you can come into the shop or you can buy online all week. We will have other specials. So there's going to be an email that goes out on Monday, and it will give you all the details about all the specials that are happening in the shop next week. And there are a lot of them. So next week's a great time to come into the store. Not that I wouldn't love to see you this weekend as well. But we will be open on Monday from, I think, 9 to 1. I think we're going to be open 9 to 1 on Monday, specially just for the sale. and also there's a riverboat in town. Okay, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. I must go and prepare for my next video, but I hope you had a fun time looking at all the new stuff that we have in the shop, and take care of yourselves. I will see all of you next week. Look for more information about our big sale coming out on email and on social media. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye-bye.